Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting Jets, Jets. Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing from the gun here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He fields this at the 18. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it. Ready.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Tag. 70. Let go.
A give left side for Hall. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Down. Let's go.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Let's go. Panther 6. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. He'll have the first down and even more. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're throwing it. That's caught. Devon Achane. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details.
Jets into the nickel, third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds his back, Achane. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Get it! Cowboy 80!
Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Darius Davis to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line, first and 10. They start the drive at home. Nice drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Give on second to home. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We've got an injury stoppage here, and no, not what any of us want to see. You remember the injury his rookie year. It's Breece Hall hurt on the play. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So first down from the 41.
Ready.
The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go. Let's go.
Pass play coming here. They set up the screen here for Hall. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive.
65 catch, 65 catch. Check out.
He's going to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Ready,
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, cut.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. If you want to make that tackle, force the 4th down, it took a great defensive effort to do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All set to go now from the 35. Running with Achan here out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. 19 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking in the air here. Gonna run him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Deputy.
On On the counter, Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hall once more. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, Hall lost it on the hit. And the Dolphins pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that set...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
Get it. Ready.
They'll go right side with Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's go.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's taken down at the 30. First down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So 3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Jets holding the lead at MetLife. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Ready. Let's go.
Back now, pressure coming. Connects with his back. Hall. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Dolphins 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
It's 2nd down.
Second down pass play coming. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. He's taken down after reaching the 30. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go.
It's Achane on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to run it in. Achane. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Here we go. 65 track. 65 track. 60
He's going to throw this one. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Dropping back to throw. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 1-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Shoots away from one. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Here we go, shot. Cougar 19.
Yep, as expected, they're going to grab and start this one off. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Viking 18. Ready.
Hall running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Got it. Ready?
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Back to throw now. Finds the in route complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Achane gets this on the draw. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here in 2nd and 1.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They'll work against the blitz. Here's a screen for Achane. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60.
On the give, it's Gordon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Achane. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins grab the lead on their first series of the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do. And
that one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Jets, 17.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. We like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he needed a little more him to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
6 yards.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll bring out Ty Zettner to send it away on 4th down. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now come out throwing. Completed over the middle. Pushing it up past the 30. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Okay, ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go now. Pack the 60.
Running back sent in motion. H.A. a 1st down carry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. H.A. again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11.
Ready?
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They go right back to Hall. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19 Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Pass play now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Jets 24, Dolphins 21.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
19.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
They are throwing it again. Finds his back, Achan. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that is the Dolphins' first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's Achan up the middle. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Dolphins down by only 3. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Man in motion here.
Go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Ready.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. You draw it up for him. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Jets take their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Trying for it, it's Achan. they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, check that. Go.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Achan again on 2nd. Again, he's got room. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Kill.
And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On return, here comes Davis. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They start the drive with Hall. Nice cut back to the right sideline. It's a foot race. There he goes again. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Dolphins 28.
Now to tee it up and send it away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with.
35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the win goes to the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.